right here.
This man brought
it used to be 100.
Oh, okay. Spider-Man, X-Men.
It went down, but this was pretty hard to find.
How much
right
did you want for this though?
10. 10 is cool.
Okay.
We'll do whatever, man. You know
So,
what I'm saying? 5.
This was a classic.
Basically,
It's you, man. 5.
they got some trades going on here.
Yeah.
They got some stuff that they're trying to trade.
Nah, I don't.
Okay.
And then trade. Yo, this game was trash, but
Show it.
it was trash on the Saturn.
But it's still sell because it's Saturn.
Yeah. Yeah. But
abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie, we ain't on the same stage, leveled up.
All right, y'all, getting ready to go to SEGE, Southeast Gaming Exchange. They got some trades going on. We're gonna check these out in a second. We're about to hop in this rental car. I've had a morning already. Ran out of gas because just didn't have gas last night. Tried to crank it up this morning. No go. Had to walk to a gas station, come back with the gas can with gas, then drive to another gas station, get gas, then drive to another gas station and get something to eat and come back. So we'll pick back up in a second.
3 hours later.
So we here, we finally made it. We about to walk up in this joint, bring some games in and do some trades. And we did, but we got here. So we're gonna walk in here and see, hopefully we get to run into Shady J and 8-Bit Eric and go from there. So we're out here. I'm out here. Announce your YouTube channel, bro.
Yo, T-Fight Tech, check me.
Hold on, start over.
Hey, T-Fight Tech, check me out. Right now I'm catching the Pokemon. Come
Okay.
see what we got going. I got amiibos, I got reviews, I got box openings. Come see me.
Okay, so we're out here. We've also got Lost Art from Greensboro. Check them out. Whenever you're down there, if you're by UNCG area, got a lot of games here. Got some $5 NES cards and SNES cards as well. A whole bunch of deck collector sets here. Looks pretty cool. Home Run, Tetris and Sand, Kirby. What really stands out is the TurboGrafx 16, no pricing. Here they've got little Samson. See a rare game, pretty expensive.
I traded a lot from Sam.
Snow Brothers, Kid Clown.
If he's interested in a couple
Pretty good game.
Yeah.
Got the Flintstones.
I could do Kirby.
Got a Lara Croft memory card. Look at how ridiculous this is. Tomb Raider 3 on PlayStation.
What's up, guys? I'm Jay from the Game Chasers, hanging out with other yellow hat guy. It's not our first encounter.
No, it's not.
For the first time in 2014.
Yeah, MagFest 2014.
5 years ago. Over 5 years ago at this point, actually. So, but yeah, we're here at Southeast Game Exchange in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm having a blast. It was great to see you, sir. Glad your channel's growing.
Thank you.
I wish you nothing but all the successes. Wish everyone out there all the successes. I like when people grow and improve on any kind of level, professionally or personally. You gotta always try to keep things positive, right?
Yep. All right, and you guys check them out, Game Chasers. Check out 8-Bit Eric as well.
Appreciate that.
They've been supportive. They've got a movie coming out. They're hard at work on that.
Dude, I forgot about that.
So stay tuned for more of that, and we'll see you guys soon. Any words, Eric?
What's up, guys? Nice to see y'all. Southeast Game Exchange. Other yellow hat guy, Shady J. 8-Bit Eric, where you at?
Have more content, more Mario Maker from 8-Bit Eric's Discord. See you guys in the next one. They got a hack. Mario and 007.
It does look cool. It does. Like
Here with
the
Rakama Tech. Check it out.
Okay.
But just for what I
snap.
for what else I can
It looks like it replaces the skins of a lot of the characters, the Goombas and some of the turtles, Koopa Troopers.
He stole it and then
It looks like it's Mario.
I would have done it, but
He died already.
it's more expensive.
Got a lot of good stuff here. A lot of manuals,
Man, it does look like it's cracked right here on the inside.
charging grips. Got the OG OG Nintendo cabinet, I should say. I'm curious as to how this works. Raffle entries and all that.
If I had a Jaguar, I might just buy that just for like comic relief.
Got a Zelda here. He's talking about 10. It's a little banged up, but I still kind of want it. Just kind of broke at the same time. We've got some other games here. Most notably Gangster Town.
request to be in it.
Mega cartridge. Hilarious. Sonic 2 grew up with that.
Send me an invite.
Mutant Football League.
Here, search yourself and then
Some loose Saturn games. A couple of the Marios here. Some good stuff here. Captain America and the Avengers on Genesis. For a fair price as well. Here in Charlotte, check these guys out. Charlotte Plus Video Games.
But I don't know if y'all remember this, but this PlayStation 2 remote controller, like people felt like they were boss stats. Like you know how people feel like they have iPhones nowadays.
Yes.
You felt like you were the junk when you had this.
It really made it feel like your PS2 was a DVD player, which it was,
Which
but
it
with
was,
a remote,
Yeah, you had
it
that
was
remote
official.
and made you
could
feel official.
do
Yeah.
more than play games with it.
So that's all I got to say about this. But this was a blast from the past. So I'm having a blast over here at Southeast Game Exchange. Stay tuned for more content.
All right, so they had a section here that was pretty much $5 on anything on the table. I had to get it. I had to.
Go up the stairs, Dad.
Yellow hat guy here with the Curious George game. It doesn't get any crazier than that. Don't know if it's my lucky day or not. Won a keychain though. They called my name out from Perler Passions Red Yoshi keychain. And I was just about to buy something like that.
The way you want to be treated. I don't care if you don't agree with them. I don't care if you think that person's the most living the worst life you think they could be living. It doesn't matter. Regardless of what you are, what you believe, who you are, what you look like, love that person, and I think that's the best way to live a life. So.
I have no clue. So there.
Anybody else?
Prozac?
Yes.
Can we get some more old game book for us?
Oh wow, question. Okay, yeah.
I actually just talked to Greg the other day. He's engaged.
Oh, nice.
Tell me what you look for.
I'll take something. That's fine. Come on, bring something up. The past few people are really sad.
Is that a date?
Were
you gonna eat it?
Here you go. Thank you. Thank you. You're up, sir.
It's expired in June, actually. It's not bad. It's not cereal. What's in the I've seen another.
The green marshmallows are supposed to be green. All right. Who wants to come up next and look at people's faces?
Maybe don't we just pick somebody?
Who wants to look at someone's face up close?
I want to just pick somebody who doesn't want to go up. It's like getting payback for all the teachers.
Who doesn't want to go up?
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to go up?
This guy's leaving.
Oh, that doesn't work.
To go up.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay, wow. Yes, just like that. That is great. That's what's happening in school. You're like, who wants to answer the question? I'm like,
What's your name?
Evan.
Evan. Do you watch a lot of channels?
I actually just started watching this guy's channel this summer.
So that's
and so
what
it
you
kind
have?
of overlapped into your channel as
Cool.
well. So yeah.
Thank you.
He actually talked about me before, and I had like literally 200 subscribers about the stuff. Full story.
Come on, you got this.
I think it's some letters and some numbers.
Yes.
You're actually right.
Yeah.
Get those letters into
You got
I
this.
think it's RGT.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, so we're at the convention here, and I'm excited because I was able to sell a few items. These are the remnants, but I had a couple of Sega Saturn imports, such as these, and Sega Saturn Japanese imports. I get them online, brought them from somebody straight out of Japan. And,
Okay.
I got a pretty good amount. Of course, I'm not gonna get the 100% or 60. But
Yeah, because they know what these things go for, just like you do, when everybody's trying to get a compromise in the middle.
Yeah.
So you made out pretty good, though, right? How much did you?
Yeah,
how much did you come through?
I got 120 for the imports.
Okay.
And then I got another 2.
But you had a treasure though. You had that Kid Clown. I wish I knew you had that.
Just a few things that I was fortunate to get, and then a couple I just picked up random spots, man.
Okay.
Random spots in North Carolina, and just over the years, so I had to finally let it go.
Okay. Cause see, I wasn't able to get a whole lot on Broke Boy status, but I'm glad that some of the crew was able to make some money and flip stuff. I'm at these comic book conventions a lot, and it's a different animal where nobody's really trying to buy.
Shout out to Lost Ark in Greensboro.
Okay.
And they're the ones who work with those Japanese imports. Sega Saturn, it's not one that, a lot of people, it's not on the radar. Of course, it's not up there with the new Nintendo products, Wii and whatnot, Wii U. But they put out some nice stuff back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, so shout out to Lost Ark. So, yeah, you want to add anything? Are you good? Okay. Alpha, how'd you do?
I mean, I guess you could say I kind of stayed within budget game-wise. My goal was to not spend over $100, and I guess with the exception of those posters, I actually did the goal.
Okay, so yeah, he got some good posters.
So I spent $98.
Okay, $2 under. Okay. Now, did you go back and get that Batman for the Saturn that you were talking about resurfacing, or?
Here's the story, and I guess Ron can chime in on this too. So he's the hero in that situation.
Okay.
So he's got a.
So with disc games, most of these disc games, no matter what, they've got a nice little coating on it. Your nail's not gonna scratch it off. You can kind of hear it.
Oh, he's got virtual on right
You can
there.
kind of feel it.
I remember that one.
Of course, you don't want to do that on the back with your fingernail because you might scratch
you
it.
Don't.
But the deal is that this top, even on DVDs, Blu-rays, that's why it's up there. You can't really cut through it, which means the data is actually on this side. So if you can cut through it, the disc is probably ruined. Versus you actually can do more on this side, damage, and you can still play your game. So that's the ironic thing. You look at this side, you see all these scratches, and people like, oh, reject that disc. Actually, it just takes one nick on this side, and it might be ruined.
So explain what you saw on the Batman disc.
So on the Batman disc, not only were there little holes in this, but they were also very close to the edge. And a lot of games have their security code right close to that near edge. Usually the disc reads from the inside ring out. And most of these games, there aren't a lot of data.
So he was the hero because he saved you from buying it.
Pretty much.
And you can shine a light through.
I actually bought the game,
see it.
And then he shined the light through it because he just wanted to make sure. He said, "Let me see that disc." So he shined the light through, and he saw the holes that you can see. You can see the light coming through the holes on the bottom side of the disc.
Wow.
And
see the light?
Yeah. I don't know if they can see that on the camera.
It's pretty consistent, but then all of a sudden when you see like a big hole and it glares through like that, you see there's a hole.
That's a problem.
So they refunded you.
Yeah. So they refunded all the money.
That's cool.
Even though we were at a deal at that point where we told them 35, and I'll take it upon myself if it don't work. Because he was gonna say 40, and if it guaranteed it work, if it don't work, he'll refund me the money. But
which is
so he pulled a Shady J on him, where he
we
haggled him down
35, but then Ron looked out for me and looked at the disc carefully.
So did you get something else instead of that? No. So that's how you stayed at the 98.
I would have won an extra game when I spun the thing. I was about to take American Gladiators.
So it was like, oh.
But I was like, why would I need American Gladiators and I spent $35 on the game I really wanted and it's not working? So I decided to go the safe route. With his recommendation, it was a no-go. So.
Okay. All right. And we're back. That was Southeast Game Exchange 2019. Now, I went with expectations of retro gaming, but I really didn't know what to expect outside of that. They had some panels there, some cool cosplayers, so it was a good time overall. I really enjoyed myself. Unlike some of my partners who went for, just the old school games, I went to actually network with some YouTubers. So I did run into Shady J, as you saw, and 8-Bit Eric. That was cool. I tried to go to one of their panels, but I misread. I was there for Saturday only, and I read that their panel mistakenly was 3 p.m. Saturday. It was actually 3 p.m. Sunday, and I was only there on Saturday. So while I did go to a panel 3 p.m., it was for something completely different. It was hosted by Pixel Gaming Squad and NES Complex. Shout out to those guys for hosting that. It was a really cool idea. It was very neat. Essentially what they did was they had like a trivia of big and mid-level YouTubers where you had to guess like from an obscure picture of their eyes or just their beard only. You had to figure out who it was. And I went up there, so you don't see that in any of my footage, but hopefully somebody else recorded it. Maybe you saw me there and that's why you're watching my channel now. Thank you for that. Shout out to all the channels who included footage of me on there. You guys are an inspiration. I don't know how you're able to edit all of this stuff by yourself if that's what you're doing, because it's taken me a while. Saturday was a few days ago. It's now, Wednesday, and I'm just now getting to wrap this video up. But I digress. I got to participate in the contest, and what I asked for was, more YouTube subscribers. So they put the pressure on me. They're like, hey, if you get the question right, we'll shout out your channel. If you don't, well, you get nothing. So not only did I get it right, it was Happy Console Gamer. And it was a trick question too, because he has a beard now, but in the older days he didn't. And I don't recognize people by their faces as much as I do their gaming collection, so that's what tipped me off. I was like, that's got to be him. I don't know if I'm 100% correct, but I got to guess something. And everybody was looking at me like, oh, who's this dude in the yellow hat? He doesn't even look like a gamer. At least that's the impression that I got. But I ended up winning and got a Nintendo Power magazine. Shout out to those who were there again. But there were some very important lessons there because you got to ask some questions for some of those YouTubers. I think they've got 60, 70,000 subscribers, and some are, in the same range as me, a little bit higher. So that was cool. But it was a community. It was a true YouTube community where you got to see other people who were going through the same thing. And one thing that I wanted to point out, and I'll point out again in some other videos, is one of the guys who was hosting said this: don't get into this if it's only about numbers. If it's about the dollar signs and subscribers and all that and likes. Don't get into it for that, because if you're just getting into it for that, it's a slow grind. I always say you're like a snowball and you got to pick up momentum. Their analogy was you're a tree, and like a bamboo tree, it takes a while for you to grow, but you've got your seeds. And that's what I was doing, showing up at these conventions. I was sowing seeds to grow my channel, and you guys should be doing the same thing, thinking about that same concept. Because we all got to start somewhere. And it was refreshing to hear that from somebody in 3D and not just some random channel that's got, you know, 100,000 subscribers, 1 million subscribers, 1 million views on a video telling you how to do what you're trying to do. So it was very cool for that. It was very surreal because I got to see some YouTubers that I wasn't planning on seeing. Shout out to J-Love. I forgot that she was there and didn't get to cross paths with her, but she was on her business tip. She was hosting panels, and you know, she was giving out advice, and she was very polite and humble, and gave me some good advice on some of my videos, and I really appreciate that. NES Addict, shout out to you, Player 2, or your Player 2, excuse me. Thank you for helping me out with some things too. Shout out again to Shady J and 8-Bit Eric. It was a pleasure to run into you guys once again. Jay, hope you appreciate that copy of Tiger Heli. The irony is, I was only there Saturday, but at the end of the video, or not even the video, but off the video, Alpha gives me this 2-day pass. So I could have went back Sunday, but it's like, another 3-hour drive. I would have had more footage too. I don't know, just wasn't up for it. I kind of regret not going to that. I should have went to that though. But hey, we at least got Saturday. Didn't have a lot of money to spend on games. I got Superman 64. I don't know why I bought that. Curse James Rolfe for getting me to buy games that I don't want. I don't like. We got that. We didn't get the Game Boy camera though. Still on the hunt for that. But I'll eventually get one. Shout out to Matt's Game Exchange, Lost Ark. I know you guys are looking for some of those for me. Hopefully I'll run into you guys and get one that's not super expensive later. Somebody had one there that was like $60 in the box. I don't need that. Because then it's like, well, now you got to get the printer, and then you got to get the paper. No, I just want the camera for video review purposes, if that. So, again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Captain Sensation!